Hi everyone, Mia here with another episode of Fan 5 at 5. The literary genre, comics especially, has always been a way to creatively express abstract concepts and emotions. Some of the most abstract come from the mind of the man, the myth, and the legend Neil Gaiman. For example, he talks about a group of fictional beings called the Endless, comprising of destiny, death, dream, destruction, delirium, desire, and despair. That, however, is but a small glimpse into the mind of Gaiman. To give you some more to work with, today we're going to talk about 5 Neil Gaiman comic books and/or graphic novels that you need to read. To kick things off, let's go with the Sandman Overture. This was a 6-issue miniseries that served as a prequel to the main or classic Sandman series. The book tells the story of a cosmic event that weakened Dream so much that he was able to be captured by some simple magic. A prequel series was a good decision on Gaiman's part, if nothing else, solely for the curiosity of how such a powerful being could ever be susceptible to harm. This miniseries won the 2016 Hugo Award for Best Graphic Story, and for good reason. Gaiman's storytelling skills are as strong as ever, and J.H. Williams III's artwork is abstractly, beautifully, strangely, wonderfully trippy, and fits Gaiman's tone really well. It definitely deserved that award. Second in line, we have Black Orchid. Gaiman reinvented a rather strange DC Comics superhero. After being murdered, Susan Linden is reborn and fully grown as the Black Orchid, a plant-human hybrid designed to avenge her death. She must deal with the lies and secrets that led to her death. From the city to the Amazon, this book takes readers on quite the journey of the rediscovery. If I'm being 100% honest here though, I'm gonna say that Dave McKean's artwork is what really drew me into this book. McKean is one of my all-time favorite artists and uses a ton of different visual styles to create an atmospheric and rather moody tone for the book. This is re-envisioning at its finest and makes for one hell of a superhero book. Third up is Creatures of the Night. This is a graphic novel that reprints 2 short stories from another one of Gaiman's collections, Smoke and Mirrors. In the price, a writer adopts a stray black cat that ends up fighting off a demonic force to save the writer and his family every night. The writer gets pretty selfish about it and doesn't help, but instead wonders how long the cat can take the abuse. In Daughter of Owls, an infant is found with owl feathers and an owl pellet in her basket. Everyone thinks she's a witch and says she needs to be killed. So instead she's given to a nun. But no human voice speaks to her, so she grows up feral. When she matures though, her beauty inspires the men of the village to make a plan to exploit her. See what I mean? Like, who else would think of stories this simple but complex? Gaiman's writing and Michael Zulli's illustrations blend perfectly together to create a book that any Gaiman fan would love. The 4th book to check out is Trollbridge. It's a really dark fairy tale that honestly gets all too real to handle, so heads up. A young boy in London stumbles upon a really nasty looking troll and just barely escapes death. Or getting his soul eaten, same thing, you know? So as we watch this boy grow up, the big, mean, nasty, hideous, scary troll becomes relatable, understandable, sympathizable, and much, much less of an enemy. So an all too accurate depiction of growing up into adulthood, and definitely deserves your time, with amazing storytelling by Gaiman and stunning artwork by Colleen Doran. Finally, we have Violent Cases. This is another one from the dream team of Gaiman and McKean. This was actually McKean's first published work in comics. He uses a lot of soft but dramatic blends of blues, grays, and browns, even though the story was first published in black and white. In it, the narrator tells of a kid taken by his father to see an osteopath who used to be employed by Al freaking Capone. So we hear of the relationship with the kid and his dad and the osteopath stories and the weird events that all follow. It all has to do with the concept of the memory and how childhood comes to play with it. Gaiman does a lot of story within a story type of work, and it never fails to impress. Well, there you have it. 5 Neil Gaiman books that you need to read. What are you waiting for? Head to your local comic shop and read up on this genius's work. Thanks for watching this episode of Fan 5 at 5. I'm Mia, and I'll see you next time.